Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sambara Matiana. I'm from the second semester English Language Faculty. This is my final project speaking for group activity. Here I will discuss about Taiwanese government policy to overcome COVID-19 problems. Quoted from the diplomat.com, let's start discussion. Here, before I begin to apologize if there is a wrong word or that is not valid. Here, I pray that the COVID-19 in Indonesia is faster than like Taiwanese. I'm proud of the Indonesian government who potentially warped his life. Hope quickly finish this issue. Okay, we go back the main topic about Taiwanese government policy to overcome COVID-19 problems. Okay. Taiwanese international media coverage during COVID-19 has so far been very positive, with only 7 deaths and 440 cumulative cases as of May 18. The Taiwanese pandemic response has garnered widespread domestic and international acclaim, which has given it a foundation for increasing its external efforts. Increased Taiwanese government to conduct extensive mass diplomacy, donation millions of masks abroad to countries in need, including 1.6 million to countries targeted by the NSP. Business and municipalities have also spread their own efforts. Taoyuan City in northern Taiwan has partnered with local business association to donate 15,000 handset suites to Thailand, citing the city close business ties with Thailand and the contribution of Thai migrant workers over the years. Taiwan Action will beyond these donation efforts. Taiwanese representative office and medical center have been setting up online seminars to share experience with regional corporations, which according to the Taiwan External Trade Development Council TAETRA includes exchange between National Sengkung University Hospital and 14,000 medical personnel from India. TETRA has presence of reliable ecosystem of pandemic prevention products for countries in need, while South Asian-based Taiwanese Research Center have stepped up pandemic response related cooperation with local counterparts, either through sharing expertise or coordinating information and research distribution. As the slogan Taiwanese can help manifest, Taipei is working hard to make sure regional countries take note of Taiwan's positive role and technology might. The span of Taiwan government in responding to the COVID-19 case in Taiwan is very fast and short because of the people who are very attentive. That's all for me. Order from me, stay at home, don't forget to wear a mask and hand sanitizer, and also keep your immune system. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Angelina Septiani. Here I will discuss about Saudi Arabia imposed tax to down over coronavirus. Saudi Arabia King Salman has announced a nationwide dusk to dawn curfew from Monday, March 23, 2020. In a bid to limit the spread of the new coronavirus, the latest in a series of restrictions. The curfew from 7 p.m. until 6 a.m. will be imposed of 21 days. The official Saudi press agency reported citing a royal order. The move comes after Saudi Arabia on Sunday, March 22, 2020 said the number of COVID-19 cases had jumped to 511, the highest in Gulf. The kingdom has reported no deaths so far. Health sector employees, as well as security and military officials, will be exempt from curfew restrictions, the royal order said. Saudi Arabia King Salman warned on Thursday of a more difficult fight ahead against the virus, as the kingdom faced the double blow of virus-led shutdown and crashing oil prices. The Arab world's biggest economy has shut down cinema, mall, and restaurant, halted flight, and suspended the year-round Umrah pilgrimage as it steps up efforts to contain the deadly virus. Okay, that's all the discussion from me about Saudi Arabia imposed dusk to dawn over coronavirus. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Sfga. Here I will discuss about the impact of COVID-19 to our student learning process. Lately, various countries in the world were surprised by an outbreak of a disease caused by the coronavirus or COVID-19. This virus initially began to develop in Wuhan, China. The spread of the COVID-19 virus is the highest cause of death in various countries of the world today. Many victims have died. In fact, many medical personnel also become victims and die. Indonesia also felt the impact of the spread of this virus more and more quickly spread to a number of regions in Indonesia. Because human-to-human transmission is difficult to predict because social activities that cannot be avoided are the biggest cause of the spread of COVID-19. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, various policies were implemented to break the chain of the spread of the COVID-19 virus in Indonesia. One of the efforts made by the government in Indonesia is to implement an appeal to the community to conduct social distancing, namely avoiding crowds, worshipping at home, working at home, and studying at home, with the limitation of interaction imposed by the government, therefore the Ministry of Education. In Indonesia, issued a policy by dismissing school and revising the teaching and learning process by using online system. Not only that, President Joko Widodo decided to abolish the 2020 national examination due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Some students agree that the national examination was not held because of coronavirus infection, but not a few students claim to be disappointed because they have prepared themselves optimally to face the exam, which is a measure of self-ability. However, the policy set by the government was carried out as an effort to prevent transmission of the COVID-19 virus. COVID-19 virus pandemic is considered to have an effect on the quality of education in Indonesia. The process of implementing online-based academic system learning that is currently being applied is difficult for students, such as access to information that is constrained by signal, because there are some areas that are still not reached by the signal. As a result, students are late in collecting assignment. There is also a lot of material that is not understood due to lack of explanation from the teacher, so that learning is less effective. Stacking tasks so some teacher give assignment at each meeting as proof that the student is present in his online class. Limited quota also hinders learning for students, and many students feel that learning online is boring. But in every disaster, there must be wisdom that we can take one of them. Learning done at home can make parents easier to manage their children learning development directly. Parents more easily guide and supervise children learning at home. This will lead to more intensive communication and will lead to a closer relationship between children and parents. But it's turned out that this epidemic provides a lesson for us that learning in the classroom with the teacher directly cannot be replaced by anything. Because in my opinion, the direct interaction tends to support the learning process and is more effective because if there are students who don't understand, they can directly ask the teacher concerned. Hopefully this epidemic ends quickly so we can all carry out activities as usual. Maybe that's all. I'm sorry in my English is not fluent. That is all and thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sfga. So right now I would like to talk about the conspiracy of COVID-19. So right now I would like to talk about the conspiracy that most people talking about. First is the conspiracy of blaming 5G. This conspiracy theory began on social media groups alleged a link between coronavirus and 5G mobile network, claiming that the Wuhan outbreaks were directly caused by electromagnetic fields and by the introduction of 5G. Some claims that the coronavirus crisis was deliberately created in order to keep people at home, while 5G engineers install the technology everywhere. Others insist that 5G radiation weakens people's immune system, making them more vulnerable to infection by COVID-19. And these different 5G stories are often combined together with other COVID-19 conspiracy theories into a toxic of misinformation. This conspiracy has led to cell phone towers being set on fire in UK and elsewhere. Almost 50 5G towers has been set on fire in UK by its own people. Next is the conspiracy of Bill Gates created coronavirus. Now, there are people who believe the virus was actually created by Bill Gates to make a few more billions on vaccine. This conspiracy theory particularly made by anti-vaccination activists. The conspiracy is that COVID is part of Bill Gates to vaccinate the world population. Vaccinating the world's population may well be the only way to avoid the virus. But anti-vaxxers don't believe vaccine works. Instead the anti-vaccination spread the conspiracy that Bill Gates wants to use a vaccination and control people. So, in the end, people will be planned by microchips and will control the human everywhere they go. That is ridiculous if it's true. Next conspiracy is China plan to conquer the world. This conspiracy came because China created the COVID-19, where researchers has been studying coronavirus for a long time. So, when the virus happened in Wuhan, it used the place for subject tests on virus, and when the virus worked, China will spread it to the other country. The conspiracy is that China somehow created the virus to conquer the world, and China will control the world. Wow. Next conspiracy is COVID-19 doesn't actually exist. Yes, COVID-19 doesn't really exist. This virus is only scenario made up by a group of global elite who are trying to take advantage of this pandemic. Many people who die from this pandemic is because they fear, not because from the virus. There are lots of news about people are dying to this virus, but that's just a politic intrigue. And even though there are other symptoms of the disease that caused the death. There are some political by certain groups in this conspiracy. So, in this conspiracy is humans are fooled by this pandemic. Well, that's all about the COVID-19 conspiracy. Apart from that, this is just a conspiracy that should not be trusted, and only fools believe that. This conspiracy is supposed to be enjoyed and not to be trusted. And now we must keep our health and keep our social distancing. Moreover, this has entered the new normal era, and we must still obey the health protocol. That's it for me. I hope you guys understand. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.